What's going on, good people of Earth? We're going to do another recipe today. We're going to actually do a combination recipe. It's going to be kind of like a chutney, but it's also going to be like a salsa as well too. Very healthy, probably going to be very spicy as well too. It's good to know people because I went out on a field call today, and these people are pretty much, they're farmers. They grow their own garden. They like organic farming and things like that. But they had a bunch of tomatoes left over, and they asked me if I wanted them. I was like, heck yeah, I want them. And then they had some banana peppers, and then I had some jalapeno peppers here that someone else had given me, and had some onions. And I said, I'll make a salsa, or we'll make a chutney. I'm calling it a chutney because I'm not gonna peel the tomatoes, or I'm not going to core the tomatoes. They're gonna still have seeds in it. But you can use this stuff on pizza. I've done homemade pizza and used this stuff because it's kind of thick, gonna have a little bit of a kick to it, and just kind of follow along. It's kind of a long and drawn out recipe, which I'm not going to show all the steps, but I'm going to show the major steps so that you can see how to do it yourself, and you may want to try it at home. All right, this is what we're going to start off with. We're going to have a few tomatoes. That's about 2.5 to 3 pounds of tomatoes, some banana peppers back there. We got some jalapeno peppers there. We got 3 medium to small onions. We're going to use some minced garlic. We're going to use some lime juice, a little bit of avocado oil, some apple cider. Try to say that fast. Apple cider vinegar. Our dry ingredients are going to include curry powder. We'll use a little bit of turmeric, a little bit of chili powder, some cilantro, and a little bit of salt. And one thing I left out was some mustard seeds. All right, first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with our tomatoes. We're going to cut out the core here on the tomatoes. And we're not going to go through this whole thing because this will end up being a really long video, and I don't want it to be long because people don't watch. If they're real long, I'll make a cut here and a cut here. And we're going to do that to all of them. All right, once we get them all scored up and everything, we're just going to rinse them off real good. And we're going to do something kind of different than we've done in the past. Usually I'll boil these for about a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Just kind of blanch them and cool them, but I saw something neat on YouTube and I'm going to try that. It may screw up, but I doubt it. All right, we got them all nice and clean. We're putting them on a cookie sheet, and we're going to put these in the oven at about 450 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. It sounds weird, but I saw it on YouTube, and the person that did it, they peeled their tomatoes really, really easily, and I want to try it and see. And again, I may have just ruined my tomatoes, but let's see. All right, we got our tomatoes in there, and we're going to set that timer for about 20 minutes. And when you start to see the skin start to get a little bit charred, I mean, you don't want it burned, just a little bit charred, that's when you take them out and you let them come to room temperature. Now, while those tomatoes are baking in the oven, we're gonna clean up our jalapeno peppers and our banana peppers. We're gonna cut them, and we're gonna take all the seeds out of them because we want it to be hot, but we don't want it to be killer. So we're gonna take the seeds out and peel the onions and chop all that stuff up, and then we'll come back once all that's done. Alrighty, I got the peppers and the onions all chopped up here, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm not going to cut these by hand because I just I'm smelling some of these jalapenos, and I've got gloves on as I'm cutting these anyway because I almost gagged a little while ago just because of the pepper fumes were so hot. So we're going to use the little chopper, little food processor to chop these up. And this is not really a food processor. This is just a vegetable chopper. I've got a food processor, but this thing's just fun to use. And I just don't feel like getting out that big old food processor and blending everything up in there and having to clean it. This thing is little, easy to use, and I'm going to show you around how to do it. Got it for Christmas one year. But real easy. You just take it and make sure I got the camera angle here. Push back and just
Isn't that cool? You get to pull it like you're riding a lawnmower, like you're pulling a lawnmower. You just open it up, see what you got there, and we're gonna do that a couple of times, and that just saves you some chopping. See there, and that's what you're left with after you do it with that little hand vegetable chopper. So that's pretty cool. Now I know you wonder why we said we're gonna use a little bit of avocado oil, and this is the reason why. We're gonna take about 2 tablespoons, maybe 3, of avocado oil. And you can use corn oil, coconut oil. Heck, I guess you could use bacon grease if you wanted to, but for this, we're gonna keep it kind of healthy. And we're gonna take about half of a tablespoon, maybe about 1/3 of mustard seeds. I'm just gonna cook those a little bit. You know, mustard kind of gives a little bit of flavor, packs a little bit of flavor. It's gonna pop a little bit now. Big time. All right, our tomatoes are done. So we need to look at the tomatoes. Oh yeah, we need to take the tomatoes out. We're gonna add our vegetables into our little mix here. Stir it around a little bit. We've got this on medium low, actually. It's right between the medium low and the medium. We're gonna, whoops, just turn over the darn camera. Let that cook a little bit. All right, we'll come back to our tomatoes and look at this. This is the reason why I put them in there. Look how easy that comes off. So, but they're too hot to handle right now, so we're gonna let those cool. Okay, we're gonna put in about a tablespoon of garlic here. I like garlic. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to add it to your salsa chutney mixture. And we're gonna put in about a 1/2 cup of vinegar. Okay, about a 1/2 cup of vinegar here. I usually eyeball this, but for y'all, I'll do it this way. This is the apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay, we're going to do about a 1/2 tablespoonful of lime juice, and I wish I had this open, guys. I didn't have it open. My bad. But well, let's just say we're going to put in a tablespoon of lime juice. You can't mess this recipe up, guys, so don't think that's no big deal right now. Okay, we're going to put in about 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric can be kind of strong, so try to stick with about a 1/2 teaspoonful. It can be kind of overwhelming here. About a 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. Wipe our spoon off here. About 1/2 teaspoon to a 1/4 of a teaspoon of curry. Some people don't like curry that much. But curry really gives it some flavor, gives it a little bit of kick. Then we're going to go with about a heaping teaspoonful of cilantro leaf. And you can use fresh cilantro as well too. And we're going to put in about a teaspoonful of salt. Not quite, but almost a teaspoonful of salt. Got to have some salt flavor to it. And that's iodized salt. Okay. stir it around a little bit and let it soften up. And we don't want to overcook this yet, because we're going to add our tomatoes to that. Plus we're going to chop the tomatoes up, but the tomatoes will actually be a little bit chopped up. Oh, it smells so doggone good, y'all. That curry really did something to it, man. So we're going to turn the heat down a little bit and let it come to room temperature. Well, not room temperature, turn it down so our tomatoes comes to room temperature. And if you're following my recipe, this is probably a good time for you to start cleaning up your mess, because you probably made a big old mess. So start to clean up your mess and then come back when your tomatoes are a little bit cool, and we'll finish this fun time making chutney, salsa, whatever the hell you want to call it. All right, these things are still hot, but I think they're manageable now. Look what I'm doing. Just pulling the skins off of that. That's why I made the little cut, so that it would just kind of slip out. That is cool. I will be doing this from now on, guys. I will be doing this from now on. So what I'm going to do with them, because they're pretty much just stewed right now. What I'm going to do with them, this is playful. We're going to be cooking them anyway, you know. All right, we're going to turn our heat back on. We're going to add our tomatoes, trying your best not to spill the juice. You want all that juice in there. And we're going to take a knife here and chop some of them up a little bit. Like I said, see how they're falling apart? That's kind of what we want here. That was pretty cool. I probably could have left them in there for 15 minutes, guys, but like I said, you're going to be cooking these down anyway, you know? So that is perfect. Perfect. Still smells absolutely delicious. Cannot wait. Man. And if there's some skins left in there, that's fine, you know. Okay, we're going to stir it up a little bit. Again, we're going to bring this back to a boil. And going to let it boil for about 15 minutes or so on medium, kind of medium low. You don't want to have a raging boil, just kind of medium low. If you do see any skins in there, like that right there, take that out. Okay, and we'll come back. All right, it's been about 15 minutes or so, so we're going to stir it up a little bit. Smells good. We want to kind of let this thicken up some. You know, chop up the little pieces that we want chopped up. Now this time, we're going to let it cook for another 15 minutes, but this time we're going to let it cook open, so that some of the water burns off, some of the fluid burns off. Okay, maybe I said that wrong. Not burns off, evaporates. Yeah, I was just about to close this camera. And I said, wait a minute, I said that wrong. Evaporates until some of the juices evaporate here. Again, we don't have it on real high because you don't want it to burn. You just want that to kind of evaporate off. Alrighty. Now let it thicken up a little bit. That's good. Could probably thicken up a little bit more though. Just a little bit. See, I could add some cornstarch to it and make it thicken up, but I kind of want to do it just the kind of natural way. So we're gonna let that. We're gonna go another 15 minutes with that. All right, I think this time did it. Oh yeah, that's what we want right there. You don't want it to be real watery, but you don't want it to be real dry. So about 45 minutes is what it's going to take. So I guess you can do 30 minutes. And I guess you could always increase the heat too, guys, because I did this medium low. I could have done it at medium, but we did it medium low. So we're going to taste this and see what it tastes like. All right, the true test. I'm going to try to do this one-handed without filling in the oven. I'm dropping it. Here we go. The true test of the salsa is the taste. This is either going to be way, way too hot or just right. I hope it's, even if it's too hot, I can deal with it because I know people that like it real hot, but I like mine to be kind of mild. Let's taste it. It's got just enough kick to be hot, but not too hot. I mean, now it is spicy. It is spicy as heck, but it's not too spicy. And I can deal with that. Now, I'm not sitting here trying to go run and drink some water or drink a Coke or drink some milk. So it's spicy. And it'll go good on anything that you use salsa for. Chips, that curry. I guess the longer I taste it, the better it tastes. It's very, very good. It's got almost a sweet taste to it, guys. And I didn't put nothing sweet in it, you know? It tastes a little bit more. I can show you. Help me, please, help me. That's pretty darn good. I got to pat myself on the back. The salsa came out good. It would go really good with a hot dog. I mean, a really good hot dog. Now, it is spicy now, but I may regret this tomorrow morning, but that is doggone good. Try it. May want to cut back on those jalapeno peppers. Thank God they're not super, super spicy, but they're super, super good. See you guys next time.